Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is hard to believe the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale is upon us again this year. What I like to do every year, in fact, my approach to the sale, my recommendation is to really look at it as an opportunity to get a great deal on an investment piece. So I think outerwear is a great option to go for during this sale. You know, fall and winter will soon be upon us, as much as I hate to admit that. But one of the first things I picked was this double-breasted virgin wool herringbone coat from Rag & Bone. This is $300 off retail. It's a beautiful neutral coat. This one's going to stand the test of time with that beautiful herringbone classic pattern. Most coats that say they are wool tend to be a little bit of wool and a lot of polyester. This is the real deal, double-breasted, notched collars. It's also made in Italy. So keeping in line with the whole coat theme, another one I landed on was this beautiful bomber from All Saints. It's about $150 off retail. It's gorgeous. I love this because of how streamlined it is. If you've hesitated in the past about buying a leather jacket simply because the hardware, the zippers, the belt, the buttons just is way too overwhelming for your aesthetic. If you are more into, let's say, quiet luxury or just have a very minimal style, this is a perfect option. 100% leather. It's got front welt pockets, which means they're basically faux pockets, so they're not going to bulk up and bunch on you. Also, it's 19 inches in length. Great length that's going to hit just below the belt loops of your pants, skirt, jeans, what have you. Dress this up, dress this down. It's a great investment piece. And then final jacket for my top 10 investments, absolutely a twill trench from Theory. This is also $300 off retail. Gorgeous khaki color. I mean, this is just like, you know, the iconic Burberry coat at a much more reasonable price point for sure. You do have 100% cotton here, which you guys know I'm all about. I have flipped synthetics out of my closet in favor of natural fibers. And much like that virgin wool coat we just went over, trying to find a trench coat that is 100% cotton can be a real challenge. So this is definitely of interest to me. You know, again, is it still up there at just under $500? Yes, but this is the coat that's going to stand the test of time, right? This is never going to go out of style. You can wear this basically all 4 seasons, just depending on the climate you're in. Maybe you catch a milder early winter day. Great for work, great for weekend. What can't you wear with a coat like this? Okay, that'll do it for coats. So we're going to move right along into shoes. And for me, you know, again, just thinking about longevity, best bang for your buck, I'm a firm believer in using this sale as an opportunity to invest in boots for the fall, winter, early spring. So the first one I landed on, I was actually shocked to see this on their anniversary sale, but it's the iconic Lowland over-the-knee boot by Stuart Weitzman. You guys know I love over-the-knee boots. I can't get enough of them. The 2 pairs I own have a heel on them, which is not conducive at all for living in the rural mountains as I do. So I've been looking for a flat over-the-knee boot to add to my collection. This is very tempting, $350 off of retail. Again, I know it's still up there in price. These are handmade in Spain. Stuart Weitzman is known for their boots. They definitely stand the test of time. And also on the resale market, they hold their value, which is great. This is 100% leather. It also has a nice texture to the sole. So it has a little bit of traction. That's what I'm trying to say. So you won't be slip sliding all over the place. What's appealing to me, again, is the fact that you have a little heel. It's just an inch. So it's just enough to give you some oomph without it being cumbersome or dangerous in the colder weather. So it's fashion meets function. I love wearing boots like this with jeans, leggings, skirts, dresses, you name it, they look fabulous. Another option that's really fun to play around with because you can dress them up and you can also dress them down. All right, so in a similar vein, another pair of boots that I added to my top 10 list was a great pair of knee-high black leather boots. We have seen this style come on trend every winter for the past couple years. Even if it's not a trend, it's something I invest in that I want to make sure I have in my closet. This is from La Canadienne, great brand. Again, these are handmade boots, 100% leather, and these are also $200 off of retail. Love the fact that, again, you have a little bit of a heel. It's not quite a flat, it's not quite a heel, it's something in between with its 1.5 inch in height. These are also waterproof, so it's great in the sense that if you get caught in inclement weather, you don't have to worry about your boots being damaged. These are made in Canada. Like I said, they have a rubber sole, which is excellent for traction. Again, I live in the mountains, so I contend with heavy snow, sleet, ice, hail, the real deal. And so I'm always looking for a boot with an actual rubber sole, not one that's synthetic. And the final boot I included on my top 10 list this year is this beautiful suede option from Veronica Beard. I'm very much interested in this label in particular. In addition to having flipped synthetics out of my closet, I also no longer purchase from fast fashion brands. So I'm much more intentional about what I'm adding to my closet. So for me, I'm looking for brands that aren't necessarily just expensive for the sake of being expensive. I like brands that have a really strong ethos in terms of how they're made, namely ethically, and Veronica Beard is definitely high on my list. Beautiful brown caramel color. This is probably the most gorgeously saturated, rich caramel I've seen in a long, long time. These are about $150 off of retail. Again, you have a nice Chelsea style with a little bit of a Western inspiration with the slightly pointed heel, nothing major. You also have a lowish heel height at 2 inches. And also, of course, this is genuine suede. This is such a lovely boot to wear basically with anything. This is the boot you're going to be styling just as easily with dresses and skirts as you can with a great pair of jeans. So the versatility is there, which is obviously very important when you're paying this much for a pair of shoes. Okay, and moving right along to denim, you can score some great denim deals from higher end brands during the anniversary sale. The one I landed on is another option from Veronica Beard. It's her Tailor high waist raw hem wide leg jean. We have seen the wide leg jean come back onto the scene. I don't think it's going anywhere. Love the medium blue rinse of this. It's not super dressy. It's not super casual. So again, you have the versatility to dress her up, dress her down. These are going to be long. Veronica Beard's jeans tend to be made for my long-legged gals, which is not me, so I would have to get these tailored. They are 32.5-inch inseam, so they're long, but they are 100% cotton, which I love, so they're gonna be a little more rigid, a little stiffer at first when you wear them versus a jean that would have a little bit of spandex. But what I love about 100% cotton jeans is that it just tends to mold to your body and just mold to your beautiful curves the more you wear it. And once you wear it a couple times, it starts to feel as if you've had it forever. So it feels really broken in, really comfortable, yet it still manages to maintain its shape and structure without getting into a situation where you find it sagging. These are made in the USA. Again, absolutely love that. I think this is a great price point for jeans that fall into that category. $100 off of retail. Beautiful. So I was going through the purses, and as I mentioned before, I'm all about the natural fibers. So for me, I like leather and suede for my purses. There wasn't that much to choose from, which was surprising, but I picked this one again this year. This has been on the list consistently. I think it's beautiful. It's the Chelsea Pebbled Leather Bag by Coach. It comes in a beautiful white, black, brown. Any one of these are beautiful neutrals to add to your collection. This is just a timeless shoulder bag. You are going to be able to use this for years and years and years. I have a couple Coach bags in my collection. They have all stood the test of time. I think one of them at this point has to be at least 10 years old, and it barely even looks broken in. Again, love the neutral colors you have to choose from. It does have a twill lining, which I think is a great touch. And this is also 100% leather. Okay, and moving right along, kind of sorta in the bag category, but I picked a piece of luggage to include on my top 10 list this year. This is from Monos. This is their 23-inch hybrid spinner carry-on. Love, love, love the fact that this is a polycarbonate and aluminum. This is so sleek looking. It's an unbreakable shell because you have that polycarbonate aluminum composition. This has 2 TSA approved locks, so you've got extra security there. Telescopic handle, which means you can spin her all around 360 degrees. And it also says its wheels are whisper quiet, which I can definitely appreciate. The other thing I love about this suitcase, which you don't often see, is the fact that it comes with an antimicrobial lining. Love that. Okay, guys, and final item in my top 10 for this year is a beautiful pair of sunglasses. There were so many to choose from, but the one I landed on is this pair of aviators from Tiffany. Love the fact that you can have a pair of sunglasses from Tiffany in your collection. These are, let's say, about $175 off of retail. They are metal, they're not plastics. Why not have something as beautiful as a pair of sunglasses coming from Tiffany? All right, guys, that'll do it. As I mentioned, I will have all of these listed and linked for you down below, so happy shopping. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.